hate the children. Gotta beat them now.
Wait, what was their category? Good, bad?
Good, bad, and ugly?
Not bad.
Alright, it's time for the AAR. We just finished the Benzie Husky Robotics VEX IQ competition. Now, we do not have the Robo Bros here, but I will say I was quite impressed by how they did for their very first ever competition, especially going without Leland.
Yeah, well, they're not here, so we can't talk about them. How they what.
But, thinking tactics, did you recognize what their loader did that caused them problems? Because I think it caused you guys problems too when you were paired up with them.
It like sat on the
Not
floor,
specifically.
and then like when one would get picked up, let's say that robot would pick it up.
Yeah.
She'd be like.
Well, it wasn't always even there, and because I think right there can be helpful.
Would they put it there?
Put it over in the wall is tough, and I don't know.
They didn't do that when I was there. They put it there.
I know, but I saw that. Also, speaking of that, since you just loaded it there, so I think loading. Interestingly enough, the loader has more influence on the tactics than I really expected.
A little bit, but really, like, I think part of it is.
But did you see what like Donut Sparkle did as far as the tactics for their Auton with the preload or with the loading right
yeah,
there?
that's right.
I think that can be pretty sweet. The boop doop doop. But then because of that, since you can load whatever color you want, you can make multicolor triple stacks pretty quick and easy.
Just with the loading.
Yep. So I think that should be analyzed as far as some tactics there, but
I think that's something that we could do better. Would be our Auton.
oh yeah, that was dog crap. But
Auton,
you guys still won. Look at that guy. Look at the award right there. Oh.
Auton and utilizing the loading zone better.
So you got first place in teamwork, first place in skills, and the Think Award.
Yeah, which is basically like you were. I mean, it said something about programming, but we didn't really have very much programming in our notebook. Our notebook wasn't very.
The Think Award is kind of like.
The robot's really cool.
It's cool. You had some cool ideas, but you didn't do things well enough to win the Excellence Award.
We should have. I mean, if I define excellence, I consider winning by 100 points excellence.
Maybe, but you got to also think about all the categories that matter. But, yes, your Auton you managed to win. I don't know how exactly you managed to do it, but you got to make sure that's cleaner. It was interesting the way that it worked. I don't know if it was 100% legal.
I tried my best to make it legal. If I touched the pin on accident.
So, and that's tough because obviously we got Donut Sparkle and they were hoping they were going to win. But, there's different rules and you guys have to look it up because it's not my job. But if the robot is touching the pins,
yeah, if I
do they
picked it
count?
Up, and you guys take them out of the field.
So that's my point though, is if your robot was kind of touching the pin at the end, did that stack even count?
It would have been nothing. That's why I picked it up.
Are you allowed to pick it up and reset while it's touching a pin without removing the pins from the field?
You have to reset them.
So
but mine wasn't touching.
I understand, and maybe there's some gray area because we don't know exactly, and I don't know.
The ref was standing right there. He didn't say it was touching, so.
That brings up other points of conversation is in previous years, if you reset your robot and there's a game component in or on your robot, the game component is removed from the robot and placed outside the field, such as last year.
Yeah.
This year, Dave said otherwise, and he may or may not be correct, and I don't know, but you guys should look it up. Because one of the things that he told, I think it was either Donut Sparkle or the scientists, which I don't know what they're calling themselves now.
They're the party cats.
If a pin gets stuck in your robot and you go to reset, does the pin stay there or does it get reset? Because what Dave said is it has to stay in the robot. It doesn't get reset. And that seems funky.
I like that. Someone just reset. Like, oh, it's that.
Maybe. But we need to know what that rule is. Remember last year you did a lot of memorizing on rules. Rules are your job.
I mean,
It's my job to yell at you. That's pretty much it.
I think you have to reset. I don't totally.
I know.
I can cite the rules.
But that's the point, is we should know the rules well enough where we're able to know exactly what's right and what's wrong, because that's going to be important. I think
What would okay is?
if we look at the skills, you made that up as you went.
Yeah.
And it worked well. For the very first competition, you pull it out of Never Neverland, and it worked. Because I don't think you really had hardly any auton at the beginning of the day, and then
We
you
did.
just programmed it.
We could at the beginning of the day we could score 7 points. At the end of the day we scored 28 points.
I'll also say that's pretty cool that you were able to write a winning code at the competition.
Yeah.
But we need to have a little bit more preparation prior to going to competitions as we look forward.
Yeah. Well, I think part of that was Claude.
Now, also, since you got Teamwork Championship and you got first place skills, we did get a waiverance and you are now qualified for states.
I know, I saw that.
And I registered for the state championship.
And Robo Bros is too.
And Robo Bros. They don't know it yet, and I was going to tell them right now, but they're not here because they're all sick and stuff. Well, Leland isn't feeling well. Jack has been sick for a couple of days. Daniel can't come on Thursdays anyway. But hopefully come Greenling, they'll have all 3 individuals, and if they keep working, they can do very well.
I believe so. I think
So I also want you guys to continue as the older team to continue to mentor and assist them so they can learn things from you guys before you guys leave us. Okay?
What went bad?
Well, that's kind of where we're going.
4 points.
We can now that we're obviously qualified for states. Yeah, that match was dog crap.
I got one.
So let's talk about that 4-point match.
I got one.
Okay, well, here I can start. Well,
Hold on.
Joey, do you want to start?
I got one.
The 4-point match.
Yes, 4 minutes.
You guys were doing great. Now also recognize, huh?
Joey forgot to set it.
I forgot to do a preload. Lincoln couldn't lower the thing.
So you guys need to. You're getting too excited when you're doing well and you're making dumb shit mistakes.
Well,
But my main point was you were laughing about it
Yeah, we didn't care.
because you didn't care. But you know who did care?
Yeah, that's it.
The other team that was counting on you guys to do well to help bring up their score.
They were in last place.
I know, but they could have not been in last place if you didn't suck so much.
and we would have put up a 150.
But you guys also laughed, which makes it worse for them. And they're already in last place.
Were they like?
Did you apologize to them?
I didn't see them. I didn't even see them honestly.
But you should have. Think about if you're
Well,
going to
that's
go
true.
with somebody who's doing very well historically throughout the competition. They're in first place by 90-point spread,
It was
and you
60.
get matched up with them, and you have a chance to make it into finals because the other team that you're matched up with finally doesn't suck, and then you guys turn around and suck.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, I feel kind of bad.
Yeah,
you
that's
should
true.
feel bad.
I never thought about it.
Yeah,
that way.
well,
I just
that's
thought
why
about
we're
it in
talking
our way.
about it.
Yeah, I never thought about it like that.
Okay.
I thought like, oh, shoot.
So it sucks for them. I don't know what team it was. I don't remember
It was
anything.
the-
But I remember you guys were like,
Something
hee
about
hee hee.
Robotics.
But the point is, like, they're brand new, and they're not great. But they were. If you guys would have not sucked, they could have made it into finals. And I don't know if they ended up in last place or not.
No, they made friends.
But they could have jumped from whatever place they were way up high because you guys did well.
But they could have beaten Jack. So.
But going back at it, if you are paired up with somebody else who's supposed to do well and they suck and they're just laughing about it and they don't care and it screwed you guys over for the whole day, you'd feel bad.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Well,
That was a mistake.
I want
on
you
my
to.
part.
Okay?
So what? Yeah, I think we were so far ahead, and
Yep.
and that was going to be the match.
You guys
that we
kick butts
dropped.
all day. I know.
We were kind of just like, well,
But
it doesn't really matter.
I think if that happened with another team, we would appreciate if they apologized and like, sorry man, we sucked. That's all our fault and that kind of thing.
Mhm.
You guys should think about that when you guys suck.
Yep.
Okay. I mean I think the main buzzword for that is just a little bit of empathy of how they might feel. Now I don't know if they were trying real hard or what was going on. And again, they're brand new. We've been doing this for a long time, right?
Were
Teamwork
they the one
championship
with
for the state of Michigan right there.
No.
But
I put apologize for sucking.
yeah, that's a good one. Apologize for sucking. It's the same thing. It's just like if that happened to you, you would feel bad and you would be angry, and we'd go back to the pits and we would be angry about it. But if the other team at least said, "Man, I screwed that up so bad, I'm sorry," then that means something.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't really think that match can be.
But let's think about that going forward.
Link and I were arguing about it. When we were
If
walking
you guys
together.
screw up, make a point to say you screwed up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a good point. I did not think about that. We
But I want to bring that up today. Let's
won?
now that we're focusing so much on the bad things, let's give me 2 things that went well.
We won by 100 points.
I already have the.
I don't know if it was quite 100, but it was
was
definitely
98.
up there. Yeah. Now, rehashing that last topic too is Robo Bros jumped from 7th place to 3rd place because of the match we had together.
Because of us. Yeah.
But they did stupid well for a brand new team.
Well,
Not only going with you guys, but you recognize if we watched everybody else in the competition, Robo Bros, for a brand new team, first ever, and not even the oldest guy being there that would normally be the driver, they still ended up in 3rd place, beating all these other teams who've been doing it for years.
Which is kind of funny.
Picked up a lot better. I think. Yeah.
But you think about, they were constantly racking up 2 and 3 pin stacks.
Yeah. You think about like.
But that comes from practice and driving and consistency and not doing dumb crap.
Yeah.
Okay, what?
The the conveyor bot, the party cats.
Yep.
They got beat by like 20 points by 2 hero bots.
Yep.
Which
Well,
kind of shows how driving and
not
practice
only driving, but
and consistency.
when I look at consistency is the key. That was one of those things I was going to get to. But when you look at the robot, it is complex. It has a lot of stuff that can be fixed, that should be fixed. But I don't know if they know how to do it. And that's why, especially, say, last year, when I didn't let you do some things on purpose, this year you're a lot better off because you guys are way better than you were last year. But you got to think about even, anything you work on or projects you want to do. You want to do something that you know you can do well and not something crazy that probably won't work. That's the same conversations we have about rebuilding until states. We don't want to do something that's not going to work out.
Yeah.
I think they built a robot that was definitely too complex and they didn't have enough time to do troubleshooting.
Well,
So even the robot looked cool as heck,
didn't look cool.
it didn't work. So that's where Robo Bros modified Hero Bot was far superior as far as I'm concerned.
And the funny thing is they had, so conveyor bots, you can have 2 types of conveyor bots. One type is it grabs, like if this is the pin,
Yeah.
the conveyor belt sticks out and grabs it and kind of sucks it up upside down,
Yeah.
and then it drops in.
Yeah.
That's more complicated to do usually than one that just kind of sucks it up forward. And
Well, like the
and
Donut
they had the one
Sparkle, that
popped
one's
up.
sweet. I think Donut Sparkle is cool because it reminds me of the Domino's machines where they can just pick up dominoes
And
and
then just
poop them all out.
Well, I
and-
think Zero Way is trying to basically do what we did, except they're trying to do squad. So they're basically trying to do what we do. And
Well, they want to come by and talk to you guys about your robot and figure out some stuff, brainstorming together too.
they want to practice.
Well, yeah.
I
But
don't
you
think
guys
they'll be
also got
consistent
ideas
enough
from
to
other people
drive,
too.
no.
Huh?
They're driving schools too. I'm not working with them. They're driving.
They're also elementary, so it's not like we're competing with them at states.
Yeah.
They do view us as rivals. We view them as just kind of like friendly competition. They view us as rivals. So that's
I
why-
think they look up to you.
I think they look up to us in an interesting way. I think it's like a look up, but kind of like it's like a look up, but kind of don't like because.
I don't know if I'd say don't like.
I talked to Ethan about it. We don't view them.
We are the team to beat. You know what's actually funny too? Is I recently found out that one of the adults that's like in charge of stuff at Granville said Northern Michigan teams can't be competitive at state because there's not enough competition up here for us. I said that's funny because Elevations is literally the most successful robotics program in the entire state of Michigan. And we constantly win all of these banners and you guys have all the funding and don't. So...
I mean, you won 19, 20, 21, and you didn't win 22, you didn't win 23, you didn't have a 24.
That's when I helped with WoW.
You didn't have a 24, that was helping with WoW, which if they won anything, it didn't count towards you. And then you win 2 last year.
But we also went to Worlds every year, except for the year that I didn't have a team here. But the point is, I think they look up to you as the older kids, obviously. They definitely learn a lot of stuff from us, which we help WoW and Donut Sparkle. And I want you to be more open to helping those teams do better, because the only way that we get better is if we're with better competition. We shouldn't have a 90-point spread. I would prefer better competition and stronger teams in our region to help make it better for everyone.
Yeah,
okay?
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
But I would like to see, I mean, it's not going to happen because they're elementary and middle school, but it would be cool as heck if we all went to Worlds together. But, all right, let's move on. More positive things. I think it was also positive, Lincoln specifically. Remember when you ran over and helped that other team fix their robot?
When did that happen?
Their robot was ghosting, and I went back and helped them recalibrate their controller.
That goes back to that same conversation I just had, is it's important to help these other teams. You guys got a 90-point spread, and you guys are kicking butt and having a great time, but you got other teams who are dropping robots and ghosting robots and robots that suck, just to be honest, because I don't know if they don't have coaches who help them very much, or they don't know what they're doing.
For Benzie, they don't have enough parts. They didn't have enough Gen 2 parts to build the hero bots. So they had to build other bots
It was
the
Great Depression of robotics.
That's unfortunate. I know there were a lot of kids there. See, with robotics, I think you got a lot of kids who really want it and really try, and they get really upset when it doesn't work because a lot of times their teammates don't give a crap. Okay? It's just like you guys, even doing stuff at school, right? You're both intelligent, you both work hard, you want to be successful. You get paired up with someone who sucks and doesn't do any work, and it sucks.
That's why I like this game, because it's a lot more independent.
I agree with you.
That's something I liked a lot.
Huge this year versus last year.
We just go build that 110 points cactus and then make a few more stats and call it a day. And that.
Well, you just hope the other team doesn't knock it over. Because last year,
none of them were even able to lift high.
Last year sucked. If we couldn't get passes, it was horrible. Yeah.
It was like, go sit there and we'll grab it.
Which I'll tell you, originally I did not like this game much, but I like this one a lot more than last year.
Yeah.
Last year I really hated.
Well, I think last year they just broke the whole game with China loading. They literally broke the whole game, and it turned from a collaborative game to basically you go stand over there and just run all your motors as hard as you can, and I'm just gonna feed you balls.
Pretty much.
Well, I mean, it's still a good strategy.
But now thinking about the China load stuff though, is one of the things that we saw, especially towards the Worlds level, is the different teams had some really nice modularity. So, depending on who they're matched up with, the ability to modify your bot to work better with the other bot is something that I think should be looked at. I don't know, somebody just walked in. Hello?
Hello?
Hey, I thought you were sick today.
That's it.
You feel better? All right, well, why don't you get over there and we're having a conversation. Hello, young lady. Hey, Jack, come here. Well, come stand in front of the camera. I want to tell you a secret. Ready? You got second place, didn't you? You know what else you got? You qualified for states. You're going to the state championship. On your very first competition ever! What do you think about that?
Fun.
Pretty cool. Well, why don't you grab a chair that's not over there?
There's a stool.
Yeah, grab a stool.
Over there, sitting up here.
We're talking about the competition, Jack. So since this is your first competition, this is also your first AAR.
Alright.
So when we do AARs, it's the after action review. We basically just talk about what happened at the competition.
That's the camera.
So we can kind of review things and go from there. We're talking about something else that went well. So what else do you think that went well, Joey?
We've kind of hit home a lot. I mean, we scored good, outperformed. I mean, we've touched on morale, life.
Yeah. Now,
Feeling good.
going back to your cactus, what makes that cactus possible?
Complex robots.
Well, more specifically, I'm looking at the consistency value.
Yeah, I have that.
Here, go over that away so you're not running in front of the camera.
You can sit here.
We need some more bass.
You can sit here.
Well, so consistency is the aspect that I want to look at, though, because you guys talked about it.
Yeah,
There's a lot of value in consistency of scoring that point to keep your average high.
Yeah,
And
I
that
think-
goes back to talking about this game, and that's something that you can definitely do for this game to make it better.
I think this game is going to be more consistent because you rely so much less on each other. So if one of you mess up, you don't both mess up, right?
True.
Like last year,
Yeah.
if one of you, your robot broke down,
Yeah,
you
you got
both
like
were
2
pretty much
points.
screwed.
Yep.
You couldn't go on your separate way and keep on you scoring points.
How about we ask Jack a question? Jack, what do you think went well for you over the competition? Either your robot, or your driving, or your scoring, or anything like that.
Scoring.
Scoring? What about your scoring?
We got consistent score.
Consistency, yep, that's another good buzzword to go back to. So I was really happy with what you did with the last 35 seconds of scoring and trying to be able to knock out those extra double and triple stacks.
I think when Leland will be back and you and Leland drive,
Yeah,
I think that will make a big difference.
that'd be super cool. But you did a lot of focusing on consistent driving, and you scored really well, and I think only a couple times did it not go well. Now, you got to be careful about getting too nervous, though. Towards the end of the day, I think you got nervous a lot, and that's why some of the stacks didn't work out so perfectly. But if Lincoln is driving too, that'll help you guys get a higher score, I
Leland.
believe. But you need, yeah, Leland. I know, there's a bunch of you kids with L's. What do you think you could improve on, though?
Driving.
Driving more steady? He had a lot of jerking around that caused a lot of problems, right? So that's just good to look at some things that we can do to improve. Now, Joey, what else you got for me?
I think Joey just ended something, but I have something to say. I think we need to work a little bit more on like nerve control. I mean, like we were so far ahead that we didn't really have much nerves. It was more of like we're just, I don't know how to describe it. Like
You were
we weren't
confident?
nervous.
Yeah. But
We
you
were
were
just
confident
like
in your
way
skills.
far ahead. We just kind of like it felt like we kind of started. We were so far.
Well,
ahead.
we haven't done any high intensity practice lately, with music and things going on.
We've read music, but
I like my music though.
Well,
Coach likes his-
we got to change some things up to make it crazy too. Okay, what else does
Oh,
Joey
wait.
have?
I was just gonna say, good improv. I think when something didn't go good, something fell. I think we had a good way to still score good amount of points. Like I mean,
we had
with-
one. What
with-
did not work that one time when we got like 100 points? Something didn't work. What didn't work? I think we dropped one of our no.
Oh yeah, no, we dropped the game like multiple times. We know what to do, and I think we just had good improv.
Oh yeah. So we
Well, yeah, when you screw up and Lincoln has to fix it.
when he doesn't clamp on. Right?
It's hard to see because I have to lean over and I can't tell. Then
Well, that's also you can have Lincoln help you, or the other team can help you with lineup and stuff.
Kind of like what we did with 560
Yep.
in there.
Jack, you have a chance to start working on some more Auton too. So I think, obviously, you got 3rd place in Auton, and that's what actually qualified you for the state championship.
Oh, the second? I want second place.
Huh?
He got 3rd place.
He got 3rd place.
560
Donut Sparkle
up.
got 2nd. You guys both won Teamwork Championship, and it goes down the skills ranking. That's why you got it. So your Auton got you there, dude. And obviously you're driving. But because of that loading capability, you can really easily drop in more triple stacks.
Well, what
with
he could
the loader.
do, you could literally just like drive up. You could place your robot so it sits like this.
Mhm.
You drive forward. You do like
forward.
stack. If
Yep.
that was a different color, back up, and then you could just like
You just got to move that out of the way,
move, turn
and then
back.
reset.
Oh yeah. You could just push it here,
Yup.
reset, do it again.
Yep. But that claw's having some trouble holding on to it when you got a double stack. So that's something that we're gonna have
Triple
to
stack?
address.
Triple stack.
No, the double. When he tries to pick up a double to make a triple, it was dropping out for some reason.
The bottom one.
Remember that?
The bottom.
Yeah, and it was only towards the end of the day, and I don't know why.
It could
Luckily, it did not happen during skills, so that's how they got that high Auton score.
Alright, we need something that is. So something we need to do better, something bad.
Now, speaking of things that we need to do better, I have some input from notebooking. And I'm going to read this just verbatim.
For one of the judges.
Uh-huh.
Oh.
So, this is just what he said. And I'm not sure if it entirely makes sense, but I'm just going to read it. So, they should show their start ideas and a brief description of each person. Discuss the game if they haven't, which I don't know. I haven't looked at your
Yeah.
notebook.
Well, the issue is we haven't really had any
Just keep
solid
listening. Yeah,
time
you've had lots of stuff.
to work on our notebook.
Documentations of dates and initials at the bottom of each page. Detailed explanation of why some things didn't work and the different approaches to the solutions. Driving plans. Cite things like videos or ideas that aren't yours originally, like that robot idea. You saw that online, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, you know.
These are the things that you need to pay attention to. Okay? Table of contents.
We have that.
Is it thorough?
It's every single. Yeah,
Oh,
everything.
you should
We need to talk about what everyone's role is on the team.
Heading of like, what, like this is like the.
Okay, guys.
Buildings.
Also, one of the main aspects is just paying attention to the rubric.
Yeah.
If you don't score good in the first 2 items, it is marked incomplete and unqualifies you from all notebooking related awards. So something you need to specifically do is look at the grading rubric from REC,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah,
And
we've
make
done that-
sure you're following, like some of these stupid little things, even though they are goofy and little, like the dates and the initials, if you do some of these simple little aspects, you could go from not getting anything to getting Excellence Award very quickly.
Yeah, well,
And that's why the scientists or the kitty cats or whatever the heck their name is now, that's why they got Excellence.
Scientists did not
Or
get excellence.
The
5, 6.
donut, yeah. But the donut, they've gotten very good at it. They got the Judges or Something award. But they interview well because their parents coach them on the specific things and they focus on the rubric.
I understand that. I think part of
You've got to focus on the specific rules that they give you and follow them. Otherwise, you get disqualified for the excellence. You got double judge interview, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome, which means you were in the running for excellence, but your
think-
notebook just puts you behind.
I think one of the issues is in the last week there were a lot of things that maybe like weren't recorded because we did every single practice in the last week.
Yeah.
We didn't have a way to put those into our notebooks after it's been done.
Well, what about even some of your original ideas and sketches and different mechanical concepts you had? Did you have that in there?
Yeah.
Are they
we need to
dated?
do a little bit better with game description. We need to do better at
Talking about the
describing
game
our-
and how to score is a big aspect.
We need to do better at talking about the like me, Joey, and then whoever.
Well, remember the decision-making matrix that I talked to you about last year that you fought me on?
What? I don't remember that now.
Okay. The decision-making matrix of different aspects
Oh,
of
yeah, the
what you
engineering
want to do
process.
and what helps you decide how to go forward.
Yeah.
Like, talking about the game and how to score points is a huge aspect to how you want to build your robot, right? Why did you choose to make the cactus thing? Why? Because it scores a lot of points, and it's a quick, easy way versus stacking things up in the corners, right? And that decision-making matrix should be in your notebook, because you could put stuff in the corner. You can use your claw that you've got and put it here in the blue corner, but it's only X, Y, or Z points compared to that. That comparison and conversation of your tactics and your building process, that needs to be in your notebook.
It is, but I think.
But do you have a decision-making matrix? Decision-making matrix. Like, you got to talk about how many points the corner is, how many points that is, how many points over there.
That's something that we will talk about. That's something I think we never really got around to, and we need to do a better job of that. And the issue is we just like once, because we started so late, we kind of just like practice, and only focused on building the robot.
Yes, but was your notebook not started in June?
No, it was not.
Why?
Because we didn't practice.
Well, we went to Worlds, bro. We were there for the game
The
reveal.
robot was out of my brain.
Yeah, I did not think about the robot at all this summer.
Alright.
No, at Worlds, you guys were already thinking about ideas.
Well, we were. We were in robot mode.
I know, but you should have started your notebook. Didn't you start your notebook right then?
No.
No.
You were all geeked up about doing your unboxing video that's got a lot of views.
It was a cool start.
You get all kinds of cool crap, and then you didn't notebook and document any of it.
Alright.
No, we did the
this is
unboxing.
fully filled out.
Okay, what?
This is fully filled out. I mean, if there's anything extra, I can add on to this section. But yeah, anything else, this is filled out.
Okay, anything else that we want to talk about then?
I mean, I don't think so. I don't
Yeah, I
know.
think we had everything.
When we look at plans moving forward, they're not doing Grayling, because he's got hockey, and you guys are, because I want you guys to continue to improve. You got a lot of stuff in that claw I want to see get better. We have, if you're not doing December, then we're going to be looking at the beginning of January. What are you going to look at doing for modifications and improvements?
I have it written.
So
I have it written down.
Okay, then what?
Consistent and fast arms. I'd tell you over the edge for down. Razor for beam. We're losing 5 seconds just trying to lower down, because it lowered down at an angle. Lower, divert, and then you have that spot. I think you should go straight up and down with beam
you
razor.
want a cascade left?
Cascade.
That I don't agree with that.
It would
but-
save. It would save it. Probably
What kind of a lift?
No, it takes up more space, because the issue is right now we can mount our.
Well, you're damn near
robot
maxed
in the
out
middle,
on your size limitations.
Versus if you have to build a cascade lift, it all has to be put right.
Here, coach. Just hear me out. So basically, we lose a bunch of seconds.
You
trying-
do lose
trying to-
time doing
Trying to lower
that.
that cascade lift instead of being it's like
Yeah.
you can literally like raise it, back up.
Why is it
lower
called cascade?
Like what do you call it that?
Isn't it just called linear?
Linear lift. It's what
Okay.
it's
Now you could also just use the lift that you've got with different hardware physical restrictions, so you don't get too high, and it brings it right to where it needs to be.
Well, it is. I think when we had it really good when we had that bottom preload, because we had the height pre-coded into our controller. So you press it once, it'd go up, you back up, you press the down button, and it'd be like down unlock. It'd be very easy. But if you drop it, if it's like, if you don't have the bottom preload, then all your numbers are wrong anymore.
A
And
linear-
now you have to do it all manually.
A linear lift would be more consistent because it's literally directly above it. Even if it does fall, it'll land right on top of it. And I mean, Lincoln's right.
You can add
The
some
lift-
sensors and
the
stuff
lift-
too, so you can
the
do
lift we
measurements.
have on our robots is good, but I think it'd be a lot faster. to literally-
Now, what else are you planning on doing with your arms?
Hinge claw.
You want to do the hinge for sure?
Hinge would be a huge thing, and also connecting.
Now, the hinges is going to help you with your stacks, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I think
They qualified the state. Did you really say that? I figured it out.
I think that, so connecting the calls.
Your
right?
first ever competition, dude.
right now our claws are separate, right? That's one good thing because then you can do this and it's faster. But remember if you have one motor driving all this power, you can be inconsistent, and that was issues we were having. So if we connected them, it'd be a little bit more supported, so we'd have less issues of them kind of wobbling around, especially when we flip them back onto the beam. Sometimes if we flip them back onto the beam and you would move the beam a little bit, it would not hit the beam directly in the center hole. It may hit here, and then it would either slide in, or sometimes it even gets stuck because everything.
Well, and that stuck part really kicks your butt with consistency, because if they fall off, you have to start over from scratch.
Or you just put it up there without a mistake.
Because that's the loss of points too. It worked, and obviously you won by a whole lot, but it's kind of ugly.
I know.
Like, it's not working 100% of the time all the time.
I think the hinge.
So since you've got then maybe over a month before your next competition, what you thinking?
I also think another thing we should add on there is I'd like to shorten the drivetrain a little bit.
Sure. If you did that, then you get more space for everything.
No, because that would change the space for linear.
Well, then what's the point?
Because we're really, really tight here, and we could maybe try to go for it better.
So, one thing you got to be careful about is weight distribution.
That's a good point. If you are doing linear, then you could have tippy problems.
Oh yeah.
Well, remember your brain placement currently is an afterthought.
Brain. So we need brain placement.
And if you
the
do,
brain is low, then it should.
I don't know if I want you that close to me with all your snotness going on there. I don't need to get sick. There are snacks in there.
This thing is still all the way up.
Oh, I think we're not done with our conversation.
What do you want to do?
I think if we shorten this, then it would give us a little bit better.
Well, I would also think about doing some sketches that we could put in your notebook for your ideas. And I want you to think ahead on your brain placement this time, because that's ugly.
Yeah. The nice thing about a cascade lift is it would open up this whole area.
Okay.
We put the brain right there.
So it sounds like, once again, Joey has an idea and you're slowly warming up to it.
Yep.
The issue is with a cascade lift, it's a lot back. This works.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's yeah, but the cascade lift is pretty tricky to build with.
Is the cascade lift a linear lift? Is that what it actually is? Hey, it just goes up and down, right?
What?
Just goes up and down.
It's kind of like the Hero Bot, but a little different.
Okay. We did that in, I don't remember, rings maybe? One of the years. The 4-bar is sweet for your reach.
Another thing I will say about the cascade lift is that because it's not mounted so far back, it's a little bit more stable. It's kind of like, it'd be kind of like, the 4-bar is kind of like this, and so it's a little more wobbly out here. The cascade is kind of like this.
Valid point. Yep.
Give me my crown.
Now, what about that secondary 1-by? Are you able to do something with that?
Secondary 1-by.
Well, we got 2 1-bys on the field, so can you make a second
called
cactus?
Beans, Coach.
1
They're
by.
beans.
1 by 2 is what they call them.
Yep.
Just call them big 2.
1-bys.
Big 1-by 2.
If you can start doing stuff to make use of other game, right now you're maxed out as far as I'm concerned is what you can do.
For this
well, actually, we should have.
If our stacking gets better, we'll be alive. We can get better at that.
Like raising aligners, so we can go into the scoring. Scoring zones are important. After going to that match, as that scoring zones, we can't ignore.
If you could have dropped,
raise these to do that.
If you could have dropped 2 or 3 stacks in your corners. Well, let's look forward at March going to states and thinking about how clean things are other places in the world, which might be a good thing to pull up some YouTube videos and maybe watch and see what other people are doing right now. Because what we see with high scores is with the double arms, they're dropping it in these other score zones. Clean and fast. And if we can get that kind of good at states, then we're good to go. I want to go to Worlds again. Okay, we already got rooms booked, so we might as well. I know. That means we have to win.
I mean, we won
All
School
of the
Wars last
pressure.
year, and all the teams are gone. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, but we barely won last year, right?
We pulled it out, but remember, it was because of our PTO breakdown.
We barely won.
Oh my God, that's right, and all the crying. No more crying this year.
It's on my birthday again, so even if
It's on your birthday again.
Yeah, even if Lincoln does cry, I'll still have my birthday to not be sad. So.
Well, hopefully we don't have PTO to break.
It's your birthday. You can cry if you want.
I choose not to cry on my birthday.
Ah, okay, good.
But Lincoln can cry whenever he wants.
Okay. But that's because you got overly stressed and things didn't work right. But we're not doing crazy stuff like PTOs. But that's also because we were doing crazy things and it wasn't built quite perfectly.
Yeah, well, you think about how much better our Worlds one performed versus our States one.
Yeah.
Like just a couple different changes that made it so much better.
But this year, you guys are better, and I expect the robot to be a lot better here real soon.
Signature event.
Yeah.
There's not. I said there's not one in
There's
Michigan.
one in Ohio.
I think you go.
Is it booked? I thought it was
I
already.
think it's full.
Yeah.
And I don't know if we want to drive further than Ohio for a signature event.
My brother's in Ohio. So
We talked about doing other downstate events, and I haven't talked to you or you about that yet. But it would be interesting to look at competitions that are available in places other than Northern Michigan, because we are limited in our competition, and it would be nice to compete with some other higher end teams.
I'd be fine going Ohio because.
The issue is if it's
Because
full,
you're not
there's no
driving.
point.
Well, no, well, also.
But we can also look at going to Lansing and Grand Rapids and
I think
Cranbrook and some of
Granville.
these other places.
Granville has a good. Granville and Cranbrook, they usually have pretty good jumps.
Yeah, I don't know.
But remember how much better we did after Signature last year because of the other robots we were exposed to. And we were sharpened and improved because of that.
I don't think there's anyone in Michigan to like kind of take inspiration from. I think we're the inspiration.
Well, I don't know. Have you been watching any of the other Cranbrook or Granville YouTube stuff? Are they doing anything decent? Well, what'd be cool too is looking
They
at
have
scores.
computers.
It would be good to see. You know what we need to do too is look up skills rankings and see where we're at.
First.
We are. Did you look that up?
Are we first in the state?
State.
You sure?
With a 28 odds on our first in the state.
Yeah.
Really? That's sad.
We're holding by like 20. We're not like.
Well, that means Jack's up there pretty far too then.
I mean, I can look.
We're not holding it by. We're holding by like 23 points.
Well, and also mainly because Donut Sparkle is elementary school, so their score doesn't count against us.
Exactly.
Skills is the Auton and driver.
Yeah.
So if, for example, Jack doesn't win
I think our goal
in Teamwork Championship and his skills score is still high, he can still get an invite to
I
Worlds.
think our goal would be to get an
Which I don't know if we even want to think about doing that this year,
These are pretty
but
accessible.
I don't know.
it's an option we have. I have not approached with anybody else. I'm just happy that they even qualified for states.
Yeah.
But Jack, what do you want to do to your robot to get prepared for states? Huh?
Make the claw better.
Make the claw better. I think it's a really good start. But all right, anything else for our AAR video?
We're all good.
1 second, let me just.
Are you looking up where we are ranking?
First state.
Now, unlike last year, this year we were not the first team to register for states, unfortunately.
It's because we're late.
Well, yeah, it's because we were a week later. Michigan. Have to find Michigan. There's Michigan. Loading.
Right?
Yup, locked down in first with
No way, really?
with 155. Second place is 131.
Wow.
Then 96.
Yeah, we're not holding by a lot. But we're holding.
Then where'd it go? It just disappeared. It's loading.
It's fine. It's
We're in first by 20 points with a 23 off on.
So we should probably.
Hold on. The second place got a 52 and a 79. 52 autonomous, 79,
52 auton, and yours was how much?
28.
So that means your driving is just better.
Our driving, we got 127 in driving, and we probably could have gotten 130 something. And they got 79 in driving. Right now, let's see Robo Bros. Where are you guys? You are in 10th.
Really?
In the state.
In the state.
Top 10.
That's pretty awesome.
530th in the world.
500 in the world.
Yeah.
470th.
Well, and he's registered as a middle school team.
Yeah.
You're ready.
Hey, Jack, what grade are you in? Third place. I want you to recognize, and I don't know if you even know it, but I registered you as a middle schooler. You are a middle school team. You are 10th in the state of middle schoolers.
Oh.
Yeah!
You're a goldfish in a
So I want you to think about that. You're beating most of the middle schoolers in the state of Michigan.
Most middle schools have huge neck beards.
And that's from a large part of that is your driving.
That was a fireman mustache.
Hey, do you still have that
That
up?
was.
What's the other team's auton and driving like in comparison to Jack?
For which place?
Well, what's 9th and 11th place?
9th has a 9 auton.
What did Jack get?
18.
Okay.
And 8th has a 35, 7 has a 28, 6
In
has a
auton?
28, 5 has a 0, 4 has a 27, 3 has a 16.
What
2
about
has
driving then?
40, you guys got a 47. The next team up got a 58, a 46, a 55, a 56, an 86, a 62, an 80, a 79, and a 127.
80s are definitely up there. So
I think 80 or 90.
a lot of that came from you and Leland doing programming on Thursday and Friday.
You know, Coach, I think.
And what did you tell? What'd you say? It's fun but hard?
Yeah.
Coach, I think that they, you know, Donuts, robot that they had a competition. I think they could do that. It's not a complicated robot. It's a
I don't remember what the robot. Oh, you mean the intake stacking system?
It's 2 tires and the gears on top and a little
Yep.
more on the back. And it's gonna go 4-bar. It's a simple robot and it can score high. I
Yeah,
think that they should.
but that would be maybe getting closer to states
I think
because I think
you could.
going back to the same conversation we had before, looking at you, consistency and a well-designed, driven robot is better than a cool, crazy robot that don't work
You
or
could.
you can't drive.
You could
Like
literally
that,
put like a their
Yeah.
intake. You could.
Focusing on your claw and improve. Hooba Looba. They went damn near all the way to states with a robot that was pretty much just a modified hero bot the first year.
That's weird.
Yeah, why don't they-
Yeah, but you keep modifying that hero bot and you drive well. People don't recognize the value of a highly skilled team that can drive a decently tuned robot well.
Well, I think part of
Everybody
it is
does crazy robots, but if you do just a basic good robot and you drive it really well,
and it's tuned.
yeah.
That's some of the issues. Some people build these robots and they're never tuned.
But
So
Jack
they
and
just
Leland
work.
both know the value of spacers and washers and setting things up. I mean, Leland's been building robots with me for 3 years. Everywhere you need to have a washer, there needs to be a washer. And unfortunately, the hero bot is designed like crap from start. But the robot they've got right now, it's got washers everywhere it needs to have washers. And it's not over there because it's in my car. But I think that's the end of everything we got for today, right? Anybody else input? You,
No.
Emily? Good job loading, Emily. What do you think for your first competition ever? And you got second place, and you qualified for states. That was you. What do you think about that, Emily?
I think she thinks the chips are good.
Yeah,
Right.
I know. You don't care, do you? What grade are you in? First grade? And you beat most of the middle schoolers? And you qualified for states in middle school?
And she loaded better than most of
I will tell you, yeah. Some of the kids there, they were.
Dude, it's like a pirate.
It's very upsetting I didn't bring my paddle. You know how many people asked me about where my paddle was? I gotta remember the paddle next time.
Coach, she loaded
So
better.
good job, Emily.
She loaded better than the people who had neck beards. And they're probably what? 14?
You did better than some of the 8th graders. And it was your first time. All right, I think that's the end of everything.
We're done. Go back.
Okay,
We need to do our outro.
ready? Bye. Clip. That was a pretty crappy. All right, now get one for Jack too. Now I'm gonna go wash your hands because you're all sick kids. Bye.
Bye, Coach.